Hello, everyone. Welcome back to podcast. I'm your host, Joe, Two in Love. Here with your AEW Dynamite review for January 18th, 2023. So, first of all, was a very good show. Was Dynamite, very good. Dynamite has been putting a good string together recently of good shows, and good, be consistent. But before I get into Dynamite, I gotta talk about what happened, the tragedy that happened the other day. So the other night, when I was at work, I, sometimes when I'm on a break or something, sometimes I just flip through social media, just whatever, to see what's going on, sports world, wrestling world, etc. And I flip through and I see, just casual picture on social media, um, and Jay Briscoe with certain guy, and you think, okay, well, there's an interview or something set up or something, so don't think too much of it. Then I jump on Facebook and it was announced on Facebook that Jay Briscoe, one half the Briscoes, has passed away at the age of 38 following a car crash. And just very hit you. Yeah. And then looking through Twitter, looking through everything, and like seeing all the love been getting for the wrestling community, how much loved he is in the wrestling world. A mixed feeling because unfortunately it's true. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I in my usual heyday, what I used to was I would mostly just watch WWE and or TNA when TNA was TNA, not Impact, what it is now. So I was not a big, Ring of Honor guy. I did sort of get into it, well over a decade ago now, you know, followed through it for a number of years, and but I gradually got into the Briscoes. The Briscoes, you know, big name, great team, starting soon. I watched their matches, throughout Ring of Honor, with Motor City Machine Guns, with the Young Bucks, with the Hardys, of course, obviously, what sucks, recently their 3-match series with FTR, they, not saying the series sucked, I'm saying that literally last month at Final Bout, the double dog collar match between FTR and the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, where the Briscoes captured their 13th reign of Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. It's just really hit you. Really hit you. And yeah, it's unfortunate. And thoughts are out with Jay Briscoe's family, with Mark, just, yeah. Not really sure what to say. But yeah, I've gotten more and more into the Briscoes and their matches the last number of years, and boy, kind of wish I got more into them in their heyday, but they've gotten better and better and better. Great thing that they were inducted as part of the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame, or put into it last year. So, great thing there. Just, it had so much more to give to the business. There were many names you could have seen them face up against. They should have been on AEW television, at least once. At least. The gripe that Warner Brothers Discovery had, or has, with the Briscoes, it's ridiculous at this point. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, just want to give my thoughts on that. Many wrestlers on AEW Dynamite had their Jay Briscoe armbands, show support and tribute for Briscoe or Jay, and yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try to go over AEW Dynamite now, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Again, if you like this video and you want to see more, subscriptions there in the corner. Click HO21 Love for, or all the videos on the channel, and yeah, let's get into the review now, shall we? Best we can. So, whoops, clicked wrong button. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So, AEW, and by the way, apparently, Tony Khan, they filmed a Jay Briscoe Ring of Honor tribute show after Dynamite, after Rampage, which I'm guessing will be on Honor Club and perhaps YouTube. I'm not too sure about where, but at least they were able to do a show. It's just not on the AEW TV. I mean, the Briscoes are Ring of Honor faithful, Ring of Honor Hall of Famers, legends. I mean, I can understand that, but not allowing them to do some more of a tribute on Dynamite or Rampage. That I don't know. So Dynamite started off with Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. This was a wild match. Both guys, you can expect two of the best, which can deliver a great match together as expected. But with the theatrics at ringside and throughout the crowd, with Danielson, Sanjay Dutt, and crew, felt a little different, but maybe it was wild because, I don't know. I guess that's their best for, I don't know. But anywho, so Jay Lethal hit the lethal injection, but Orange Cassidy slid out of the ring. And then finally, after back and forth, Orange Cassidy hit the orange punch. 1, 2, 3, and Orange Cassidy retained the All Atlantic Championship. Apparently, there was a stipulation that if Sanjay Dutt gets physical or their crew gets involved, that Sanjay will be fired. So, they were kind of egging him on, but Dutt was like, had enough, and then they left. So, there's that. Top Flight versus the Young Bucks. This was a fun tag team match. Of course, the Young Bucks were the main people brung Top Flight into AEW. Top Flight are basically a younger version of the Young Bucks. If they can stay healthy, they are going to be one of the main players for the AEW Tag Team Division the rest of the year, and perhaps have gold around their waists by 2024. But I mean, if I have to predict, with the way things are going, because FTR was given a couple months off TV. So, perhaps Guns take the titles off the Acclaim. Perhaps the Top Flight or one of those two teams end up taking titles off the Guns, and who knows. But yeah, if I have to predict, That would certainly be an ideal formation. So, good match, bunch of wild moves. Again, these two teams are pretty much splitting images of each other. So, the Bucks hit risky business for a near fall. Darius is going wild. He has Suicida followed with a crossbody in the ring for a 2. Top Flight got the advantage here. Hit a flatliner. Darius hit a moonsault, take out Nick on the outside. Then they hit their power bomb nose dive. Combination for a 2, which broken up by Nick. Nick then got the advantage back, hit his springboard facebuster, followed the moonsault, followed a destroyer on Dante for a 2. And then as tribute to Jay Briscoe, they hit because their main move, or one of their main moves for the Briscoes, is the Doomsday Device. And the Bucks hit the Doomsday Device on one Top Flight for a 2. Dante actually, good spot. He went for his big dive off the top rope to the outside, but it was caught in midair with a super kick party. Darius and Matt were exchanging in the middle of the ring. Went for the Melts driver, but Dante countered 1, 2, 3, or Darius 1, 2, 3, and Top Flight beat the Young Bucks. Clean as a whistle. Now, as I mentioned, Young Bucks, brought Top Flight into AEW. Top Flight have their biggest win in AEW thus far, being the Young Bucks. Now, the Young Bucks literally just won the Trios titles with Omega last week after that grueling Escalera de la Muerte. And Excalibur brought up that they're probably not 100% after the 7-match series. But nonetheless, big win for Top Flight. Young Bucks 2/3 of the Trios champs, so they're good. But yeah, talk about a nod of approval to get your biggest win in AEW. So, the Gun Club were out there and pretty much, like Excalibur said, jumped the gun and were out there before the Acclaim. The Acclaim were out there trying to interrupt Caster, but Caster had rap anyway. And then there was a little bit of brawl that ensued, and Billy Gunn broke it up and said that next week he's got 2 words for them: family therapy. So apparently he's gonna sit down with them, and yeah, something's hopefully up with these two teams. We'll see. Dang, I clicked the wrong button. I mean, so Hangman was backstage with Renee Paquette. Renee, um, you know, talked about Hangman's revenge against Mox last week. Hangman said that he was going to take the title from Moxley, and when he was knocked out and couldn't continue the first match, that Mox kind of took his word from him. And Hangman said after last week he kind of feels vindicated, or feels like he has his word back, even though he's not the champion. But yeah, so Hangman said, asks, how's John doing? How's Mox? And Hangman said that he needs to mend some fences, and he was about to ask Renee to ask someone something, but then he said, never mind, it's silly. So, two options. Well, could we see Hangman realign with the Elite? Certainly a question. All the Elite are baby faces, it's been a while. I mean, the only other choice really, it seems, is Dark Order. And Dark Order is breaking up week by week, and they're getting worse. Getting little TV time. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Jake Hager and his hat versus Ricky Starks. It's a decent quality match here. Hager, can go well with pretty much, he's a good dance partner with the best wrestlers in AEW. Ricky Starks, his star is rising week by week, which you like to see. And Starks, again, one of the points was you didn't want Starks to fall to the wayside after he lost to MJF. The momentum he was getting. Well, in Starks' feud with the JAS, he is going. So, that's good to see. But this match good here. Hager kind of threw Starks into the ring post, and then I think Starks was supposed to slide through in between the ring and the ring post. But I guess his knee got caught, or he hesitated. Either way, Hager got a big boot and knocked him to the outside, or leveled him. Back from break. Antics. Starks got the hat of Hager, tried to do his version of old school. Hager caught him, threw him down. Starks hit Tornado DT for a 2. So, looked like Menard was trying to distract Aubrey. Miscommunication as Jake Hager hit Parker on the outside. And then Starks hit a spear to Hager, 1, 2, 3, and Ricky Starks gets the win. Over Hager here. Adam Cole, we got a nice little vignette here saying he doesn't matter who he goes through, that he'll one day be top of AEW. And yeah, AEW shines some very good vignettes, you must say. JS were backstage. They were obviously ticked off about Hager's loss earlier. So Garcia said that he's got Action Andretti in a match on Rampage. And so Jericho challenged Action Andretti and Starks to a tag team match next week on Dynamite against him and Guevara. But Garcia said he wants a match and he wants himself to be Jericho's tag partner. So Sammy Guevara, he is now a mentor. Said he's glad and that if and when Garcia beats Andretti in his match on Rampage, he can have his spot to team with Jericho on Dynamite. So, there we go. This match was fun, as expected. Bryan Danielson versus Bandido. Bandido, good reaction here. They were chanting his name for quite much. And yeah, this fun match. So, after some back and forth, here Trent holds. Bandido got the advantage. Hit a suicide on Bryan. Then hit a tope con Hero. T outside. Bandido hit, almost was worried he was going to drop Bryan, but he landed a delayed vertical suplex for two. They traded Oklahoma rolls, but eventually got out of it, and then to the outside. Bryan hit a drop kick, then knee off the apron to Bandido, taking him out on the outside. They found themselves on the top rope. Bandido hit a perfect moonsault slam, basically off the top, and then hit a 21 plex, which the fluid motion, always works well for a good near fall. Bryan then managed to hit the psycho knee on Bandido for the win, and yeah, Bryan gets another victory en route to MJF. So, MJF, he was showing on the Big Tron. Said he hears what Bryan's been saying. He hears what the fans have been saying, that he can't go and he's not as good as Bryan Danielson. He said poetically that Bryan may be a dragon, but he does not prepare for even a monster that's behind a mask. And it was shown in the show, MJF paying off Prince Nana of the embassy for Brian Cage to face Bryan Danielson next week, which, again, another fun matchup. Brian Cage versus Bryan Danielson. And MJF slapped Brian Cage and tried to fuel him up for his match versus Bryan next week. Bryan versus Bryan. So we had Toni Storm versus Willow Nightingale. Short little match here, but what escalated out of it it's a bit different. Kind of caught some people a bit by surprise. Yeah, sorry, can't speak. So, Kushida, many people thought, and who knows, this may still be the case, but many people thought that perhaps Kushida may be turning heel after her involvement in the match last week and what happened 2 weeks prior. So Shida came out then to ringside and for this match, and Saraya was in Toni Storm's corner. Storm did hit a twisting DT for a near fall. Mishap in my notes. I did a spell check, but so Will then hit a cannonball for near fall, and then Paige was Saraya was upset. Storm rolled up Will 1, 2, 3, and Toni Storm gets the kind of heelish victory. Afterwards, Saraya went for the beatdown on Willow, and Ruby Soho came down for the save on Willow because their street fight they had with TJ on Rampage. And Toni Storm and Saraya fled, and Shida looked puzzled out there. I mean, don't know what to say. Konosuke Takeshita is backstage with Renee Paquette. Asked him about his match with Bryan and asked him about MJF. Konosuke said he loved the match with Bryan, saying Bryan is his hero. And then he said something again in Japanese. And then Renee said, "What does that mean?" And Konosuke was like, "Oh, MJF is an asshole." So, there was that. Main events. So you got Kushida making his, I believe, AEW debut, taking on Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. Out of the blue, but was a hell of a match, so can't complain too much. But Kushida, his first match in AEW, you gotta admit, it was a hell of a first. So, Kushida did feel different after seeing him wrestle in NXT for a number of years, but you guys seem now wrestle, get an opportunity in AEW. So, Kushida, of course, for the long part, target the arm of Darby Allin. He actually slammed it into the mat on the outside a number of times. Darby managed to hit a code red for a 2. Darby actually, so there were members of the dojo that were in Kushida's corner for this match. Darby had a dive, taking out the members on the outside. Kushida then slammed Darby's arm on the outside. Again, focusing on the arm of Darby. Darby actually managed to stunner on Kushida on the apron. So that was a nice little different spot. Darby, I don't know, he looked like he was going for a senton, or I don't know. He looked like he was going for a dive on Kushida on the outside. But Kushida caught him, his arm, into a cross arm breaker on the outside, which looked brutal how Darby's arm looked. Anyway, back in the ring, Kushida actually locked in the hoverboard lock, but no awareness by Darby to clasp his hands together so he couldn't tap out. Then Darby eventually locked in the Last Supper on Kushida, and 1, 2, 3. Darby retains the TNT Championship. Good show of respect as Dynamite went up there. As I mentioned, it's a very good edition of Dynamite. It's just, you watch it with a heavy mind and a heavy heart because, Jay Briscoe, how that happened so sudden. I mean, just not really much to say. But alas, yeah. Thoughts and prayers for his family, his brother, yeah, his wife, his kids, yeah. Anyways, you guys like this video, leave a like, leave a thumbs up. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Yeah. Hope you. Glad I was able to at least do this episode. Yeah. Adios.